Welcome back to episode 299 of the God and Guns podcast. I'm your host, Troy.
And I'm your other host, Doug.
We use this podcast to talk about God, guns, and the responsible Christian gun owner's interest. On this week's show, we'll be talking about our new sponsor, Primary Arms.
Ooh.
Speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and thank our Primary Arms sponsor. And I'm going to try to do this without messing up. We're going to get professional after this week. We tried tonight, but we didn't get there. Primary Arms seeks to provide the best shopping experience for everything firearms with over 13,000 products and over 400 top brands. Primary Arms carries a complete selection of rifles, handguns, firearms parts, shooting gear, apparel, and more. Every order comes with a commitment to superior service backed by fast shipping and an expert support team. If you want to know more about Primary Arms, you can go to our link frn.deals, that's DEALS /PA. Again, frn.deals /PA. Also want to thank, I didn't pull stuff out your way there, didn't I?
You did. You want me to do it, or you want to do the Firearms Radio Network?
Okay, Firearms Radio Network. We want to thank them for being out there, putting our shows out there, and all these other shows out there for you guys to listen to. If you've not checked out other shows at the Firearms Radio Network, please do. It's firearmsradio.tv. Also want to thank Patriot Patch Company. They are also a new sponsor. We've talked about them over the years, and every month they've been sending me these patches. This one just came in the mail today. You're talking about Providential.
Uh-oh.
And
let's see what
here
it
we
is.
go. Let's see what we got here. We got the hand drawing. It's hard to make out that hand drawing. Let's get the sticker out of here. We're going to make sure it's not anything vulgar. Jake would not give us anything vulgar. It's My Little Armalite. And you can't see it because it's green. Can't see it at all because it's green. But you might see it a little bit there.
You can see. I can see the gun. I can see
everything that you can see through is green because we're in March, and it says My Little Armalite, and it's got a nice AR platform. Appears to be a A2 design without the handle, and has a couple of them there. The magazines.
Is it suppressed? It looks
suppressed. Clips. It's got some clips. It might be. Let me see. It's got a break on it. I don't think it's a suppressor. But they're going to be sending you a pack out too, I heard today. So we want to thank them, and we also want to thank
Crossbreed Holsters. Hey, Troy and I have talked about it for years. There's one right there. Crossbreed Holsters. We love them. We both carry Super Tuck Deluxes. The most comfortable holster you're going to put on if you're looking for a holster for your vehicle, for your person, or if your wife wants to carry one in her pocketbook. Crossbreed makes a holster for you. Go check our buddies out. CrossbreedHolsters.com. Carry the cross.
Cool deal. I am carrying the cross. And this week's God and Gun activities. What are you up to with this week, Doug?
Let's see. On the God side, I've been doing Sportsman's Daily Devotional every day. The hospital devotional that they send out, I've been reading those every day. I did not get to watch Online Church Sunday, but we're actually going to church this Sunday, and I'm done with the COVID thing, man. I'm over it. Well, I've been over it, but
we've both been.
I've totally been over it with everything else, and so time to get back and get to doing what I need to be doing.
Good to hear.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun, man. It's I can't wait. Gun side, let's see, what have I done? I looked down and it said pick up a new rifle. I was like, I didn't pick up a new rifle. Like, that's yours. I did, however.
I haven't updated.
I did, however, pick up some 5.56 Winchester Academy. We hit the mother load the other day, but they just won't let you have hardly any. But I did wind up with a couple of boxes of 200. So can't complain there. I got one of my ammo cans, another ammo can. I'm about that far from getting to the top of the can, having it full again.
That'd be heavy.
Yeah. I enjoy watching those cans fill up, man. It's nice. Makes it a lot of fun. And then you don't want to shoot none. You want to get another can and start doing another one.
I know.
But can never have too much. Let's see. This past weekend I was in Savannah, and we were doing a pig hunt down there. And let me tell you, the thermals and the suppressors were rocking this weekend, last weekend. So we were having a good time. So my buddy he just bought a new 450 Bushmaster.
Ooh.
And it's a bolt action, and had it suppressed. And we were up at camp skinning some hogs, and he's like, "Man, you gotta hear this thing, or not hear this thing." But he raised up. He was shooting subsonics, but it was dark, nighttime, and of course he's shooting the thermal, so he was shooting out at a big pile of junk that's out there that they use to shoot into to target practice. He raised that joker up, man, and pulled the trigger on that 450 Bushmaster, and all you heard was tsh. I was like, whoa. He wound up shooting the last night. He wound up shooting 2 hogs in the head at, I don't know, 50 or 60 yards, and just dropped them like a rock. So it was pretty cool.
Hit him with a sledgehammer. Huh?
He did hit him with a sledgehammer. But we had a good time, man. It was a lot of fun, and I didn't get no ticks and didn't get no chiggers. So it was a good week. I ain't done a whole lot else in guns this week. I did clean my guns up some after I got back. And, I'm going tomorrow night. Me and Sean Patrick, he's got a big old hog that has been running his deer off and eating his corn up. And if that joker ain't 300 pounds, he probably ain't an ounce. I mean, he's a big one. And he's got him patterned. He comes in every night at about between 11 and 12. So we're going to slide out there tomorrow night and slip in the blind and see if we can't pop him. What else have I? Hey, I've been doing some ham stuff, man. You'd be proud. I've actually jumped in a couple nets, and a lot of fun. Get out there and listen to it. Yeah. I'm learning a little at a time. I'm supposed to go Saturday. I got invited. Our security at the hospital. He's a ham guy, and they run ham radios and stuff out of the hospital. And so they're having some kind of a hospital ham net Saturday. He said, "Man, you ought to come out and check it out." And he said, "You can see some of the other stuff and see what we got going on." I was like, "Okay." I said, "I'd be happy to." So I'm probably gonna go do that for a little while Saturday also.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, that'd be something to do.
You take yours into work?
I don't take it in. I got it in my truck most days.
Yeah.
I need to get me
have one in the hospital or not.
Oh, I could take it in I could take it in my office, because we're separated out, so I could sit over and listen to it, because we have a repeater sitting right on top of the hospital. So
now the advantage of the FT3D is that you can use a Bluetooth earpiece and listen to it and don't bother anybody.
Yep. So it'd be pretty cool. I'm still trying to figure out how to put a rig in my truck, or how I want to put a rig in my truck.
I saw a really good deal on a little Chinese 25 watt tri-band Amazon had on there. It was like $75 with, they had a coupon for another $5 off. It was like $69 for a little mini HT and a little mini mobile with 25 watts. And then you just put your little mag mount antenna on top, or you can get one that put you in your doorway or whatever to put your antenna on it. That'd be a pretty slick little setup for just, but it's just analog. You couldn't do digital with it or anything.
Right. Hey, have you ever used one of the, because I've been looking at them, the shoot through the glass antenna? It goes on the outside of your glass.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
Does it work?
I might. I don't know. It looks a little gimmicky to me. Somebody on here might know if any ham guys out there have used those through the glass things. It's sort of, they used to have cell phones back in the day where they had the mount that went on each side of the window,
Yep.
and said it went through. I don't know. But that was
I was just
bag.
wondering
That was bag phone days back when your leg got warm was sitting beside your leg. I think
right.
you're microwaving yourself back then.
So I don't know. I'm gonna figure something. I ain't exactly.
You need to wire. You need to wire it straight. Go ahead.
Bill said they work, but marginally.
Yeah, if you were in town somewhere and you were running 440, I think that maybe it would work there. But as far as if you're out in the country like I am, you want to get as much gain as you can of it, and I don't think you're going to get it by trying to run it through glass. What I run mine through a drain up underneath my truck, and then I've got another one that run through the door through the seal, and it doesn't have any trouble at all as long as you don't like kink it or something, bend it 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just I would put like a mount that clips onto your hood or clips onto a door that you don't use, or get a good strong mag mount that but don't get an antenna so tall that it does like I did and have it flip off the roof going down this interstate at 80 miles an hour. That'll leave a mark.
Mm-hmm.
I had that big high gain antenna, that big MFJ. What is that thing called? Rough Rider. It's like 62 inches tall, and I had it on a single mag mount, and I didn't realize that wasn't enough. I mean, it was a pretty strong magnet, and then I got that triple magnet, and I've got good SRW. I don't have it. I think it's like 1.2, 1.3 SRW on it, and I can hit, man. I mean, I was on 5 watts at the house and in my mobile with the FTM 400, and I was hitting Cane Valley, no problem, full signal. Of course, that tower is amazing. It's way up there. Cane Valley is like 34 miles from me, and then and I usually run about 20 watts when I'm trying to hit something that far. But Glasgow, I'm hitting it with 20 watts with that antenna. But I was telling you before the show last night, with this new signal stick, I was hitting Glasgow's repeater last night on 3 watts. I was like, I mean, I wouldn't have a conversation. But I got the repeater to respond back that it picked up the signal and played back. And I, of course, I've talked on it before at 5 watts. It's a little bit, it's not perfect at Glasgow now, but Cane Valley, because that antenna is so high, it's a full 9 bars. I'm amazed with the HT I can hit that far. But I've been watching some how to build some antennas this week. For all you guys that aren't interested in ham, I'm sorry. We'll try to get off of it. But you can take a tape measure and you can make a directional Yagi with some PVC tape measure and some a few elements and wire and connectors. I mean, you could do it with wire ties. It's pretty crazy how you can make some really directional antennas. And then this dude was shooting like 50, 60 miles with a little Bofang, shooting 5 watts.
Dang.
With these directional antennas, and be able to hit those repeaters and stuff. I mean, that's over the curvature of the earth. That's way. I don't know how tall the towers were. If the towers were pretty tall, maybe you can hit him. I think he was up in Canada, but it was interesting. He's just building it up, some PVC pipes, some hose clamps, and some pieces of old tape measure cut and ground down and making connections. It was pretty slick how he did it. I've got a Fong design antenna. I can't grab it right now, but it's a J pole made out of ladder line, and it works pretty good. It's got a higher SRW though, SWR than some of my antennas. I haven't used it a lot. Probably if I had something with a bit more power, like a 10 water or something, maybe that would work. But it should be tuned. It shouldn't have that much feedback on it. But according to my little SWR meter, it's showing a little bit of resistance on it. Well, we got way off in the woods on ham stuff. Where you at? You done for the?
I'm done. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so on the God side, I didn't update mine. I just realized I haven't updated since last week. Did security at church Sunday. Audrey was serving in the nursery, so I was serving security. Uh, doing again a lot of Bible reading, listening to a lot of sermons, and then I've been in the ham stuff here recently. On the gun side, I got in. I don't know if I said last time I had an order of 9mm came in, and then today on my porch was a box of 1,000 rounds of 5.56 of Winchester. I paid a little bit more. I paid a little bit of a premium for it, but it's at Lake City Brass. It's some good stuff, man. And I got 1,000 rounds in it, but I can't remember the exact total. It was like time of shipping and all was done. I'm probably 70 something cents a round, which is high for 5.56 before Biden, before COVID. But it was available, and we go through it quite a bit. Gunner has got a happy finger that can shoot a lot of. Plus, every member of my family's got an AR platform. All three girls, and then me and Gunner, of course, and then our neighbors and my oldest son who lives across the road down the way. So, we're all well protected right here. So that's that.
I have to make sure I keep my finger off the binary trigger.
Yeah, I just need to take that out because that's not going to do me any good.
Yeah.
So that's I've done other things this week. Did a little running some people to the doctor and helping out some neighbors and the beef, the steer we sent off to the butcher. We got it back. Did I tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
Got it back, and man, those burgers are good. Old Paleface is a good steer, man. That is the best hamburgers, and we had a pot roast yesterday with potatoes and carrots and onions, and man, it's good stuff. It's better than anything you can buy in the store.
Oh, heck yeah.
And it's all I know what he's been eating. He's been eating grass and weeds, off of my farm. He ain't been eating nobody else's stuff, but that's a good steer. Our freezer overflowing it. We filled up one freezer and put it over into part of another freezer. So, but we've been eating on it pretty hard this week. That's pretty much it on the stuff. Some family stuff, and of course, yeah, that's all I want to talk about. EDC, I got the bunker buster down here tonight, sitting beside me. My little AR pistol, 10.5 inch with Lancer clear mag in it and arm brace. And so that's on me. And then I'm carrying the STI Staccato C, and I got 3 spare mags, and I've got a Microtech auto knife, and what else do I got on me tonight? Got a couple tourniquets. I got 3 tourniquets, and I got the string of the gun. What do they call it? The little Defender. Enhanced Lifesaver. That's what they call it. I got my knife stuck in here underneath my jacket. That's not good. Yeah, there's my little Microtech. Shoot that little. But I do love that little auto. It's lightweight and very handy and easy to sharpen, and it's a handy little knife. What you carrying tonight?
I just got the usual suspect, man. Glock 19 with my student of the gun night vision sights on it, which I love. They work really well, and I can tell I'm going to have to clean her, man. I don't know if you can see it, but the holster I carry's got holes on the side of it, and you can see the dirt on it, the dust. But that was from being over at my daughter's house earlier and cleaning up sheetrock dust.
If you didn't let them know you can do all that stuff, you probably wouldn't get so much work.
No, I know, right?
Just saying.
Yeah, it wasn't too horrible bad. They're gonna start painting tomorrow, so it is what it is.
You're a good daddy.
I try sometimes. It's lots of fun.
The kids always tell me you're a good daddy.
Yeah. when I'm hooking them up.
When you're buying dinner.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Everything else I left in the house on my end table where I cleaned my pockets and stuff out, where I got the sheetrock dust off before we started
Oh,
recording. But I did bring my gun out. I had my gun with me.
good deal.
I don't ever go outside without that thing anymore. I got a pit bull that has been coming in my yard lately,
Really?
and yeah,
Death wish, huh?
yeah, pretty much. I'm a little nervous when I let Eli and Ella out. Not so much about Ella. I mean, I don't want him to attack either one of them. I've come out a couple times. He's been outside. He seems kind of skittish, so he hauls butt pretty quick and goes back to wherever he came from. But he jump on one of my dogs when I go outside. That'll be the end of him.
Yeah. I told you a couple weeks ago I went out and had a pit bull out there in the yard, and I think I told you. Maybe I did.
Mm-hmm.
I reached and grabbed the bunker buster and chambered around. I don't keep it chambered because ARs aren't drop safe. You got a round in the chamber, you drop it, it could kill somebody or put holes in things you don't want holes in. So yep. I don't chamber it until I'm ready to fight, because I was trained that way from the good people at Bulwarks. But just letting you know. But he was coming running at me like he was my best friend or whatever. I hollered at him to go. He didn't stop. So I flipped her over on the rock and roll and taught him the sound of music. And he turned around and he hauled tail as far as he could go. He ain't been back. It works so well.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. That's a lot of noise coming at you.
I know, right? Hey, so I did see that we are going to get to have some fun here coming up. In the not too distant future.
Yeah.
And looks like we're going to get to play with some full automatic guns and all kinds of cool stuff.
We hope so.
At range day, it's going to be fun.
If they let us shoot that much ammo as we use. They may hold back on how much ammo they let us have.
I don't know. They may, but I'm sure he's going to have a plenty.
Yeah, at SHOT Show, we've been there and they've given us, the full auto, and they hand you 5 rounds in a magazine. You're like, really?
Right.
Really? Of course, they've got umpteen thousands of people going through there shooting, majority of which are just writers and not actually gun guys.
Dude, I don't know what I had more fun shooting last time we were down there. Probably that 22 AR that was suppressed shooting clay pigeons out of the air.
Oh, I know which one I liked. It was that at 7.62 auto cannon you were shooting there on video on the intro. What was that thing called? The Mutant. I love that thing, man.
Oh yeah, I think it's so much fun.
It reminded me of Puff, but just a little bit longer, but full auto.
I'd love to get one of those and just have it, but next time, I try to just burst it. Mm-hmm. So it's not over as fast.
Oh, it goes quick.
Oh yeah, I just may have to put it on rock and roll, let it go this next time. That thing is fun to shoot though.
I love it.
And from most people don't see the other part, but they have a cooler full of water. And after about the second or third mag that goes through it, they just put the whole gun down in the cooler of water and wet it, bring it back up, slap the mag in, and hand it to you and say, here you go, have fun.
Yep. That's why they cool it off.
Yeah. It don't take me just a second to blow that water out of it, though.
Yeah. It's right out there.
Yeah. It comes out hot.
You got a joke for us tonight?
I do got a joke for us tonight. So, a young minister told his congregation, next week I am planning to preach about the sin of lying. And to help understand my sermon, I want everybody to go read Mark 17. So the following Sunday, as he was preparing to deliver his sermon, the minister asked for a show of hands. How many of y'all were able to read Mark 17? Every hand went up. The minister smiled and said, Mark only has 16 chapters. I will now proceed with the sermon on the sin of lying.
Amen.
Busted.
That's a good. I feel like I've heard that before, but it wasn't here.
No, it wasn't here. I had not told that one.
I don't think you told it. I'm getting old, almost as old as you, but I may forget. The verse this week is a short one compared to most of the verses that I've been reading. It is not the shortest verse, but it is shorter than most. Let me open it up here. You guys can all see it together. And it comes from Proverbs 16, verse 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but every decision is from the Lord. So you see this verse repeated throughout the Bible in different forms or fashions, but what's it talking about? It's talking about you can make all the decisions you want, and you can decide how your life is going to be, and you can decide what you plan to do, but God's in control, and it only happens if He wants it to happen. And sometimes it's for your things that you thought you wanted that you didn't get, and later on you realize it was a good thing you didn't get that because it could have destroyed you and your family and your relationships and your bank account. But good verse just to remember that we can make all the plans we want, but if it's not God's will, it's not going to happen. So that's right. The verse tonight from Proverbs 16:33. Well, what are we talking about? Primary arms. We talked about a little bit here at the intro, but we got a message from Sean Heron over at FRN, who runs FRN now since Jake has let him run it, and he said that Primary Arms wanted to pick us up as a sponsor, and so I had been busy with Grandma and the funeral and taking care of her for a few days there before she passed, and then the after effects of funerals and stuff that you got to do after that. Mm-hmm. And so I really hadn't touched it. He hit me up again last night and said, "Hey man, did you get my message?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've been busy. I hadn't really looked at it." And so we're a little bit late to the table, but Primary Arms has offered to help sponsor a show with some finance and some products for us to test out and try out and do reviews and stuff like that on. So we've submitted a couple things to hopefully do some reviews soon. We also put in a request for them to come on the show and tell us about their company. And I know of Primary Arms because they were part of Interius Alliance back in the day. I don't know that. I guess maybe they're still part of it. I know that Left Hand at Talking Lead, that they had been a sponsor of their shows. Well, of course, Marty or Left Hand, however he goes by now, they were part of the Interius Alliance too. So he came on board like right after we did, and I just saw last week that Ron Bellin's birthday was last week.
Yep.
Man, just
don't seem right.
No, he's still in these 40s. I mean, if he was still with us, he'd still be in his 40s. But it has gone by so quick. What's it been? 2 years now, hasn't it?
Yeah, probably
close to 2 years. Man, it's just flown by. I saw some of our other friends posting about Ron and remembering Ron, but people don't take it for granted. You got it tomorrow. Something you need to really focus on is that you're not promised anything. That man was in great shape for 20-something years as a Navy SEAL, and then gone before he was 50. You just don't know what time you got left. So make sure that you're right with the Lord, that you have a relationship with God, that you're redeemed, that your sins are not going to be laying on you as blame when you go before your Maker. If you don't know about that, message me or Doug. We'll share with you the good news that you don't have to die in your sin, that you have a hope and you have a future once you leave this world. So let us know about that. We'll be happy to share with you about that. But Primary Arms stepped up and said, "Hey, we want to sponsor you or y'all show." And Sean said we were a good fit. So we're looking forward to their sponsorship, and it's going to help us be able to pay for things around here. And we'll be trying out some of their products and stuff that they've sold a lot of their scopes. We was looking online, and their stuff is like everywhere else, man. Everything's just flying off the shelves. People are new to the gun culture, or new to buying firearms, and when you got a Democrat in office, you sell everything that you can make pretty much, because they're all afraid that they're going to take them away or try to take them away. But that's where we're at with that. We also got a text. I guess it was this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. Got a text from Jake, former president of FRN, who now runs and owns and started Patriot Patch Company. And he said, "Hey, we want to support you guys. We mention them on the show quite often.
We do.
Just because we respect the sacrifices that Jake went through to get FRN up and going, and paying out of his own pocket for stuff a lot, and getting us all up and running. And we like that he it sends us these cool patches every month. And so he said, "Hey, I want to support the show too." So he stepped up, and we appreciate that. So you guys check out patriotpatch.co and let them know that you guys heard about them from us, or you may already know about them. But they got some cool patches. They got T-shirts. They got all kinds of other items. He's going to be sending us some stuff to show you guys what all they carry. And if you've ever ordered any of our patches, Jake and Ryan are the one. Ryan's the one that worked with me on the design. We made this design behind us here, and they are the ones that produce the patches and the stickers that we have as well. So we appreciate that support. And I don't want to go too much further into it than that. I do want to mention that we have had several people. We appreciate you guys stepping up. We've got several people that have got on Subscribestar. We've got several new ones in the last week. So we've got several levels of support. If you want to support us, the lowest or the beginning support is the 22 long rifle. And the next step up is the 380. I think that's a $5 spot. And then we've got the Festus, which is, if you remember Gunsmoke, Festus is on there, a level for people, I think, at $10. I think we got like 3 people there. And we've got what's up from that? I can't remember. The Huckleberry. Doc
Holiday.
Doc Holiday, Huckleberry. And that's the next level up. And then we got the Dirty Harry. That's getting up pretty pricey. And then the top of the wagon there, the highest one we've got so far every month it's a lot of money. We've got one guy there, and he's a good friend of the show, and that is the Chuck Norris sponsorship. So if you've not checked those out, please do. Something about if you don't set it up on repeat donations or something, and we couldn't get repeat donations till we had so many people, we had so many payouts. It was really weird. Every one of these things is weird, how you have to jump through hoops before they'll pay you, and how long they hold on to your money and all that stuff, and what kind of percentage cut they get. I was talking to Jared. He said they have a way of doing that where they don't have to run through that, but he said it was pretty expensive to get set up. And so I don't know that our listeners are at the point where we can justify the cost, and if it was actually worth it to try to build our own donation system and that automatically pulls money every month and stuff like that. So we're just going to use Subscribestar. So if you guys want to support us, we would appreciate that. Subscribestar. And we're not, all about the money. It seems like we all of a sudden got all these subscriptions, all these supporters, and it's out of the blue. And it's amazing. I was thinking the other day, I need to try to find something to start making some money, because I'm a pensioner, man. I'm on a fixed income now that I left the job market. And so I need to get some more forms of income coming in. But we do have the patches and stickers behind us. We do have the Subscribestar. I have a link in the show notes, and we appreciate any donation. And then
I've been working with Will too at PowerTac
Yep.
to because as of right now, if they're running a special on something and we send our listeners over to get it, they put our promo code in. We don't get nothing,
Right.
and we don't get credit for it either. But he's hooking us up some way so that if they got 50% off, because we get 40% off of everything.
Yeah.
If it's
Every
just
one of
normal.
their sales lately has been 50% off, though.
I know. So, but I mean, if we're sending folks to them and they're buying stuff, we should at least get credit for it some
You
way.
would think so.
Yeah. So, and he agreed with me. So
Yeah. They're good people.
they are good people. They're good folks. So hopefully we get that squared away, because I know I need to buy a couple more PowerTac lights myself. I've actually gave away a couple. People see them, they're like, "Man, that thing is nice." I'm like, "Yeah, here, try it, show folks, and then go here and buy you one."
Yep. And tell them you got it from us.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool deal. We got a couple more. Then we're going to jump into Armed Citizen and talk about a little roundtable stuff at the end here.
So let's see. Well, we kind of talked about PowerTac lights, but hey, we'll do it again.
Yep.
So
You got it.
Yep. So PowerTac lights, you just heard me talking about it. If you're looking for a bright headlamp, which several of my buddies on the pig hunt this week all have the new headlamps that they saw the one I had, and they're like, "Oh, I got to get me one of those." So a bunch of the folks that were down there hunting with us all had those lights, and they work phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for a weapons light, a couple of them had weapons lights actually. So if you're looking for a weapons light, a pocket light, or a headlamp for hunting, go check our buddies out at powertac.com. Use promo code God and Guns, and they'll give you 40% off. Also, Axelson Tactical. I did not take the Axelson down with me this week. I took the 6.5 Grendel down. I need something with a little more. Yep. So that's the one I got my thermal mounted on now. So it's got the TYR Industries upper on that one, and it's got my thermal mounted on it. So it is a tack driver. I did get to pull the trigger one time at an object and smoked it at about 110 yards, no problem.
Cool.
Oh, dude, I got so close. I had an armadillo. I heard him coming. He walked underneath the box blind I was sitting in, which was about 2 feet up off the ground. And he walked out the other side, and they asked us to kill armadillos, coyotes, and pigs, if we saw them. And this dilla come up, and it was right on the side of the blind. And I'm holding my phone, and I got the 44 Magnum in my hand, and I reached up and turned my light on the PowerTac on the red light.
Yeah.
And I pulled the curtain back and put the 44 out, and I had him right in there. And I was trying to getting him on film, shooting with a 44 Magnum. He walked behind a tree and saved his.
44 went right through that tree.
Well, not that tree. It'd have been close, but probably not that one. But I wanted to swat him so bad I couldn't stand it. But he got behind
those salmonella on the half shell, don't they?
Yeah, possum on a half shell. They say they carry leprosy. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I've never seen one with it, but
carriers don't usually have it. Actually, they carry it.
My Matt's grandpa, he is so funny. He cracks me up. He always says that possums. He's talking about possums eat like 5,000 ticks a day. I'm like, well, who sits and counts that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do they know? How do they know that? But I haven't seen any good use for an armadillo as far as I can tell. But anyway, so Axelson Tactical didn't have the axe out with me, but if you're looking for a performance rifle, custom pistol, knives, they got all kind of stuff out there. And they got some cool shirts too. They just, I think my brother, was it John? I think John had it the other day. He had a t-shirt on that was a commemoration of Operation Red Wing, I think's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's the one he was wearing.
Yeah.
But anyway, he showed me, he said he got it from Axelson and picked it up. But go check our buddies out at AxelsonUSA.com. Use the promo code God and Guns, get a 10% discount on them also. And last but not least, we got Palmetto State Armory. We have an affiliate link with them. If you're looking for pieces, parts, or this or that, and they've had some ammo. They actually had a Benelli Supernova Tactical on there today. Had ghost rings on it, the high sight on the front, the pistol grip. I think it was $4.99, which not a bad deal.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, not anything. If you can find it right now, is not a horrible bad deal. If you can find something, a lot of times you can't even.
They had Blim ARs. It was like $600 last week
for the whole AR, upper and everything, lower too.
People, several reviews said they couldn't find where the Blim was. I mean, I Blim mine up as soon as I throw them in the truck. So,
right.
But they had AR uppers, the pistol uppers they've had throughout the whole thing because people are afraid about the pistol uppers, I think now. But they've had a lot of pistol uppers, and they've been running from $275 to $600, depending on the caliber and what comes with bullet charging and all that stuff. But they had a complete AR for $7 something with a 18-inch barrel, and so they had a few things in. They had bolt carriers in, and I put a bolt carrier in my cart and went back to get it after I looked around a little while. It was gone. But I need to pick up a couple more bolt carrier groups because I keep building ARs for my family, and I've got one that's sort of halfway built for my cannon, my X Products cannon, and so I need another bolt carrier so I don't have to take it off of another gun. And so I noticed they had those this week. Arm System of the week, what we got?
Hey, Arm System this week comes to us from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, from WBTW.com. A man defended himself at a gas station in Loris, South Carolina, from an armed assailant on the afternoon of February the 11th, 2021. The man was involved in a road rage incident while driving, and the other truck followed him to the gas station. Around 5:30 p.m. that Thursday, the man parked his truck at the pump while the other truck pulled in behind. The driver of the other truck got out with a knife in his hand and approached the driver's side door of the man's truck. The attacking driver then opened the door of the truck with the man still inside. As the assailant opened the door, the man drew his handgun and shot the knife-wielding attacker in self-defense. The assailing driver was subdued in the confrontation and died later of his wounds. Gotta be careful.
Never bring a knife to a gunfight.
That's 100% of the time.
Although knives can be pretty effective at close quarters if you know how to use them. But I still would rather have something that puts holes at a distance. So,
yeah, me and you both.
Yeah. We're too old to wrestle around the ground and stuff.
I'm too old to fight with you. I'm just going to shoot you and just be done with it.
Yeah, I'm all for letting everybody live that can, but if you make stupid decisions, and I can't help that. I'm just going to have to help you on down the road. So,
I forgot to tell you this one. You'll appreciate this. We're getting ready to go hog hunting. My FFL guy calls me Friday. He says, "Hey," he said, "I got your paperwork back on your can." I was like, "Oh yes, perfect timing." He goes, "Not so much." I was like, "What?" He said, "Well," he said, "I got it back." He said, "But I don't know if I messed something up or if the sheriff's department messed something up." I'm like, "What happened?" I mean, what is it? He goes, "What's your social?" And I told him. He goes, well, it makes me feel better. It was the sheriff's department. They transposed the last 2 digits of your social security number.
Oh, no.
I was like, are you kidding me? So he said,
pay attention to your paperwork.
Yeah. He said, it shouldn't be a big thing. He said, they just sent me a correction thing and I sent it back out. And he said, you shouldn't. I figured I was going to start right back at the bottom of the pile and have to work my way back up again. But he said I shouldn't. He said they're already working on it, and so we'll see. I'm sitting at 100 and 152 days now.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the final tally is.
Well, it can't be no worse than well, it can be, I guess, but hopefully it's not worse than the last one. That one was a year and 5 days.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
My friend Gary here, old. Y'all ain't old. Yeah, we're old, Gary. We're not ancient like you are. I say that with all the respect. I can't. Gary knows I'm joking with him. Yeah, there's old and there's ancient, and
classic. We're just classic.
Classic's 25. Isn't it?
Probably.
We're up there in the golden category. I think at 50 you get gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get up 75, it's platinum. And I think Gary is platinum age, maybe. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
We like having y'all here comment and tell us stuff. It's good to know whether or not we got you asleep or awake or not. But we wanted to thank you all for watching, listening. And another show is a whole lot of advertising, and I hate that. Doug and I, neither one are all about the money, but when we have new sponsors, we do want to invite them on the show and things like that, because it helps us be able to afford to buy ammo and to buy gas to go to these events, and hotel rooms and equipment and stuff like that, high-speed internet. So we appreciate you guys sponsoring and helping us out any way possible. And we don't want to be we don't want to spend the whole show talking about money making efforts. That's not what we're about. Nope. But we'll have a better show next week. But we just want to bring them on, let you guys know about them, let them know we appreciate it, and we appreciate all that you guys do for us as well. We're gonna wrap this puppy up tonight. Doug is over here about to fall out of his chair, and I'm not too far behind him. But we appreciate everything y'all do. If you have any other comments and stuff, throw them in there now, or questions and stuff. We'll be happy to answer. We will be talking about him from time to time. If you do like that, then let us know. If you don't like that, then let us know. And put comments to let us know, if you mind it or don't mind it. If it's something we might need to do another podcast, maybe. I'm not a ham expert. Doug is a newbie, and
I am not.
We are learning and enjoying the hobby. It's a frustrating, infuriating, awesome hobby that I am really love and hate from time to time. My wife hates it every time she sees a new box show up. But she's very gracious to me and lets me get away with more than I probably should. So we are having fun with radio, and I am still trying to get that mass up. It's finally starting to get above freezing on a regular basis here, and the ground is starting to thaw out and starting to dry out. We had a humongous flood come through here last week, and it was everything up here was flooded. Bridges was overflowing, roads was covered up, and everything else. So now we're trying to dry out from all of that, and so I'm hoping to get up an antenna for my Yaesu node here at the house, and I've been working on security cameras and stuff last week. Still got a few more of those to wrap up, and need to run some cable and stuff like that. So we'll wrap this puppy up. So send your feedback to Troy at GuidandGunsPodcast.com or
Doug at GuidandGunsPodcast.com.
Please tell your friends about us. Leave us an iTunes review. Like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GuidandGunsPodcast. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube and get that notification little bell thing up there. You can find us over on Instagram. We have a Wimkin page that we post stuff over there. I post stuff over there. We have a Guide and Guns page. I have my own personal page. We're on Rumble. I'm trying to upload videos over there as often as I can. It's a little bit different. I mean, you can't really do a live stream over there yet. Maybe someday in the future. But we try to edit the videos and put them up over there. It takes sometimes a couple times to get to go through. I don't know. It's a different little animal over there. We're on MeWe. MeWe seems to be the most reliable thing right now. Parler is back up. I'm over at Parler, but they are really weird now. I post stuff and it doesn't, and I echo things that I like, and it doesn't echo things that I like, and I put some things and it doesn't let me put some things. So I think they got some liberals over there screwing around with stuff, messing it all up. So sorry about that. Doug's going to get the Guide Guns podcast site back up soon, one of these days. GuideGunsPodcast.com. Any other comments?
I did get my email fixed, thank goodness. So I'm good there now.
Good.
And I was also going to tell everybody, hey, go through your contacts list and share the YouTube site and get people to go out and subscribe to it, so we can make YouTube mad.
We don't want to make them too mad, but we would like to get enough up there. We might start sending us some money. I don't think they're going to do that. They're not going to ever platform us, but it would be nice to get, because we've had so many times that we'll get up so many, and then all of a sudden a third or half of them is disappear.
Gone. Yeah.
Just in a couple of hours be gone. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, we're going to wrap this puppy up. Until next time, Doug, have a blessed week.
Hey, keep your guns close, but keep your Bible closer.
Good night, everybody. We appreciate y'all.
Good night, everybody.